Americans, patriots, Christian brothers and sisters alike. Well, let's talk about illegal immigration and Joe Biden being the world's largest sex trafficker and criminal transporter there is on the planet. Yeah, it turns out Jose Ibarra, the 26-year-old that killed Laken Riley on the University of Georgia campus, had a known criminal history. And despite the known criminal history, they let him in anyway. This man had a history of violence in other countries, in Venezuela, had a history of gang-related stuff in Venezuela, and was let in anyway. In fact, this guy had a pretty good rap sheet. And even after committing crimes here in New York, Alvin Bragg, probably was going to prosecute anyway, was let go on the bail reform laws here in New York, then went down to Georgia and killed Laken Riley there. And of course, at the State of the Union, Laken Riley, Biden couldn't even pronounce that name right. He kept calling him Lincoln Riley. No, it's Laken Riley. That's how arrogant this son of a gun is. And because the U.S. and Venezuela have no diplomatic relations because of what's been going on between the two countries since the Hugo Chavez era began and now being run by Maduro, it does not share criminal database and law enforcement here anyway. But yet, this guy's rap sheet was such they knew anyway. Now, generally, because Border Patrol know, most law enforcement know, if you're in a gang by the tattoos you have on your sleeve, your arm, your leg, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're MS-13, Bloods, Crips, the Latin Kings, the 5%ers, the Nietas, Aryan Nation, they all generally have tattoos. And this guy was pretty much let go because, well, the Border Patrol has just been overrun over and over again. And they're just pretty much being just forced to stare and watch as things just go wrong, knowing they can't do anything anyway. And that's why this bill that, speak of Mike Johnson, the traitor. Yeah, I'm going to go there. Mike Johnson's a traitor. He's worse than Kevin McCarthy because he's now betrayed us 3 times with the omnibus bill, giving his money away to Ukraine and Israel and China to protect our border, which is not going to protect our border. It's just going to give him money to process illegals faster. So this is what we're dealing with. But I mean, you look at this rap sheet he has. I mean, September 2022, he was arrested at the Border Patrol for crossing the border illegally, accompanied by his girlfriend, Layleen Franco, and a 5-year-old son. My goodness, this guy procreated. Lord help us. October 22nd, he's issued a check-in with ICE on October 24th, according to records provided by the Post. April 6, 2023, New York reschedules Ibarra's appointment, pushing it back till December 13th of 2024. Ibarra files asylum application, applies for a work permit. Well, his work career is already over, even though it never began anyway. Franco previously told the New York Post that she and Ibarra got married so he could join our asylum cases to increase the chances of a successful family unit. Oh my God, this is as bad as watching females marry guys in prison because they want welfare benefits, and they have a kid with them to get increase welfare benefits. Franco said Ibarra worked for DoorDash Uber Eats in a local restaurant this time, which is BS. Anyone who does that kind of work knows you have a background check done on you. There is no way DoorDash and Uber Eats hired that guy. They all do a background check. DoorDash, Uber Eats, Uber, Lyft, Amazon Flex, Walmart Spark, Draver. They all do. Oh my God, what a lie. Now, he might have worked at the local restaurant. That I can believe because they're not going to do background check. August 31st, Ibarra was arrested by the NYPD, charged with riding a gas-powered moped with Franco's son on the back without head protection or restraint for the child. He's released. Hey, what a shock. This is probably acceptable in Venezuela, but not here, dumbass. Alright, then the two wonderful couple, Franco and Ibarra, split. He moves to Athens, Georgia, and meets up with his brothers Diego and Argenis, who are both 29 and 24 years old. And during this encounter, Diego had a fight with border officials. Hey, what a shock. His report states, despite the physical fight and attempting to bite an officer, Diego cut a deal with the feds and amazingly was allowed into the country with an ankle monitor. Oh my goodness. This is what you need to know. Diego is now, his brother was arrested for a DUI, under the influence. And then in December 2023, both Ibarra and his brother Diego were stealing from a Walmart store. $200 worth of goods taken, t-shirts, shorts, and jackets. There were warrants on both the brothers after they failed to report to the court. Diego managed to work for the University of Georgia using a full screen card as identification. And of course, after that, it all goes bad. He kills Lincoln Riley on February 22nd. He's then arrested. And then, of course, the same day, Diego was taken into custody by police. And he faced up to 10 years in prison for using a false federal ID. Now, I would say send him back to Venezuela, but they would just send him back here anyway. So, this is what we're dealing with. This is what we are dealing with also. And these are the ones we do know about. Now, a few days ago, a friend of mine who lives right outside the New York City line in Nassau County was doing his job as a delivery person. And he delivers newspapers. No, not the paper what delivers to your house. He's the guy that drives the truck and delivers it to the newsstands and delis so you could buy your newspapers there. Where apparently there was as illegal on one of them electric motorbikes. God, what a waste that is. You know, the ones that catch on fire. It's a shame this one didn't catch on fire either, because even though this clown saw the truck in front of him delivering newspaper, he decided that he was going to go around him on the right side where he throws the papers out to the newsstand so he could put them out on the stand, and almost hits the guy on the bike accidentally. Listen, stuff like that can happen. It wasn't intentional. But as my buddy gets back in the driver's seat, and you'll see his picture right up underneath there, he sent me this. He allowed me to use it. That's why I'm using it. I won't mention his name unless he wants to come over here and comment and say who he is. That's fine. I am not going to do that. But he gets back in his truck to continue on, and this guy proceeds to throw a cheap shot. couple cheap shots, it looks like, at his face. Now he wears glasses. He knocks his glasses off. His glasses are outside. He probably needs his glasses for distance to drive. So he goes outside where he has to encounter this clown again. Fights him off. And listen, he eventually left, and he had to continue with his route. I believe in the heat of the moment, he forgot to put the parking brake on his truck, so the truck began to roll, so he had that issue to deal with. So, but this is what these clowns do. This is what they do to American citizens. And nothing's going to happen to this guy. Even if they do catch him, the bail laws, catch and release. Back on the street comes. And unfortunately, my buddy may have to contend with him again on a different day. But this is what we're dealing with in this country. Our president is the biggest importer of criminals, sex traffickers, pedophiles, and drugs. Because he's been bought up by all of them. Why else would a president want to do this? He's bought and paid for. And who suffers? People like my buddy up here. And because he drives in New York City, where New York City is full of these clowns, this may not be the only clown he has to deal with. Or God forbid this guy's in a gang, and he comes back with his gang members. Who knows what and how he will have to deal with again the next time around. Brother, I wish you luck. Pepper spray is legal in New York City. You have to register with the NYPD or with the pharmacy you buy it from. You might want to keep a couple on you handy, bud. Anyway, comments down below. What's your opinion? Like to know. Like, subscribe. Keep the country in prayer. We need it. We'll talk to you later.